Okay, this is 6540 Gulf of Mexico Drive from the water. There's the dock belonging to that property. There's the view down the canal. There's your neighbor across the way. And there's his vertical boat lift, 0 degree incline elevator lift. And here is your canal frontage. Your canal frontage goes all the way to the end of this canal and beyond, about 38 feet. So the question is, can you trim this stuff and do something like what your neighbor across the way did, which is to say a pretty good sized dock following the seafront or the waterfront and a lift there. And it seems to me that if they would let you trim, and depending on where that western property line is, you might very well be able to put a lift on the other side of this dock. Don't quote me on that, I haven't seen where the property line is. And it looks like this dock is probably pretty close to the property line, just by eyeballing it here. So let's go on down the canal. So we've got 3 feet. We're on a falling tide, and it's fallen beneath halfway. So we'll take a look at that tide, the iTides program in just a second. Right now, I just want to pay attention to not hitting anything going out of here. So those are your vacant lots next door to your property. Coming up on the left pretty soon is an inclined elevator lift of the type that you would probably have to use yourself in order to make this work. You can see it on the left here. That Key West there is positioned to go up on it. You can see the cables are slack on that, so it is sitting on the bottom. And that's probably why he isn't on the lift right now. Oh, I thought it was a Key West. It's a Grady White. And he's got his other toys on little lifts there. Don't worry, we're going to do this again on the way in. Adorable, aren't they? So we're still at 2.5 feet. We haven't dipped below 2.5 feet. And now we're up to 4. There's somebody down the intercoastal pulling a water skier. Okay, we're still at 4.5 feet. And it just gets deeper from here out. There may be a Actually, that's not true. It'll stay around this depth until we get to the intercoastal. But again, we're not far off a low tide. We're about a foot off a low tide right now. In fact, let's see if we can find an exact representation of where we are. There it is. Right at 1 foot above mean low water. Oh, okay, let's go back in.